today we get to make popcorn. We're going to start by cutting our popcorn that we got from the cinema. That is closed, of course. Now we're going to cut out the bottom. Now we can spread it out just for the last piece here. So we're going to get a line here and we're going to go straight for this. Now we're going to cut little teeth out wherever the red piece is. All right, so now we got our teeth. We're going to cut this out and we're going to use this as a template. And all you need is one side, just like so. And then from here, for the other side, we're going to cut a square rectangle out. So now this fits the bottom of our mold. Don't follow the lines because they're going to deceive you. But now we're going to put this to the side for right now. Just coming back with our melted white chocolate. I'm going to pour this on a plastic sheet and then I'm going to spread it out using a spatula. Not trying to make everything perfect here. We just want to have one even layer. What I'm going to do with a cool little thing that we cut out the little teeth for, we're actually going to drag this. So press down pretty evenly and we're going to create teeth. Go slow with it. All right, so after we've made the strips, I've let this dry out, and so you can touch it, and that's when you know that it's ready to go for the next step. I'm gonna take my little food coloring, and all we're gonna do is mix it. You don't need a spoon for this. So we're finished up with this. Now I just wanna explain that we're gonna put this on the white chocolate, but you only get one shot at it, so you gotta go quick. So just follow what I do. And now we're just gonna spread it right over the top, just like a cake. Fill in any holes that you see. Again, go quick with this, because what will happen is the chocolate will melt, and this is what you don't want. Now it's time to cut everything with our molds. So what we're going to do, the lines are facing this way, so we need to make sure we do the same thing. Just take your X-Acto knife, and all we're going to do is just trace around it. If you go out of the lines, don't worry about it. All I'm doing is just going through and tracing the outside, and we're just going to repeat this step. And make sure that all the sides connect. It looks great, does it not? We need to put the other piece of plastic over the top. You're going to press down slightly. Have a big baking sheet. You're just going to slide it, so get under one corner and then one corner here. Pull it towards yourself. And now we're going to put it into the refrigerator for 30 minutes. So we're going to be making some caramel popcorn. So first I'm going to be adding vegetable oil to the pan that is very hot, a little bit of salt, sugar, and then also butter. Now we're going to let this heat up until it boils, and then after that we're going to go in with our kernels. Make sure everything's evenly coated. And now after, we're gonna place our bowl right on top. So be very, very careful when you do this. So at this point, we're gonna wait for our first pop. And then after, we're gonna start moving our pan around to make sure that everything is mixed while we're cooking. Now I've turned off the heat and let it rest for about 2 minutes. And the reason is the caramel is really, really hot, but now we need to transfer it over. Be careful with that. Mix everything. Let that rest for about 20 minutes. But now we need to make our Nutter butter. You have fluff, creamy peanut butter that is. And we're doing equal scoops again, so 2 and 2 mix. So what this is gonna do is give it a little bit of a light texture to the peanut butter. And now I just took out our chocolate, and now we need to take off each piece. I like to bring it to the side, just like so. And you're gonna chip it. See how this works? And I'm gonna turn. Now I'm gonna chip off this end as well. And so from here, you can use a little spatula, pop it off. Look at that. Is that not cool? And now we're just gonna continue to chip off. All right, so now it's time to assemble, and I actually have a very, very hot pan gonna help us melt the chocolate. So this is gonna be our first one. What I need to do is now put the chocolate and connect it here. I'm gonna put it right on top, and you see how it's melting because it's really, really hot? This is gonna be our glue, and then we're gonna push right onto it. Then we're gonna hold it here. And look at that. So now I'm gonna take the other piece, we're gonna melt right on the side, and then we're gonna melt on the bottom as well. And so now we're gonna connect. So we're just gonna continue. For our final piece, so now we need to make sure that we do all 3 sides. Look at that little popcorn. All right, so now I'm gonna repeat the process. All right, so now I've arranged all the ingredients that we're actually gonna put into our popcorn. A little bit of crunchy peanut butter as the first level. Nutter butter, I'm gonna put some holes all the way throughout because this is gonna be very, very thick. And so you'll need a twist. We're gonna add our caramel sauce. Make sure that you get a good even layer. Our whipped cream. So we're not gonna go all the way to the top. And now it's time to cut.